Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Happy Valentine's Day to you, dear ones. Happy Valentine's. Let me know where you're tuning in from, whether you're watching live or in the replay. The way this work magically works is that it's relevant no matter where and when you take it. I just love that. I just love the stories I hear from clients when they listen to a recording or a session that I made. A session that I made like months and months prior, and it was exactly what was happening in their life at that time, and it blows me away every time. So you're welcome to take any of these journeys whenever you need, and know that they will always support you wherever you are at that time. The bulls wanted to come in at that moment. Happy Valentine's Day from Sweden. I love it. I love it. Happy Valentine's Day. I don't know how to say that in Swedish, but I still remember how to count to 10. Oh, beautiful. The sounds feel like they're kind of just gently falling like rain down upon us today. So it'll be interesting to see where it takes us. I never know where we're going to go. I really just follow the information that comes through the pen when I share the messages, which is a remote viewing tool that I use that helps me connect with the patterns that we're here to address today. And then we go into the sounds again, and they continue to take us on the journey, harmonizing and balancing our life force, our chi, making space for us within ourselves so we can be present, so we can drop into that heart space, to this field, to this zone, so we can let it lead the way. It knows where to go. It knows how to get us there. It takes all the thinking out of it. But trusting that space and going from here to here is a journey in itself, right? It's a constant journey, dropping down into the field of the heart. Even today for myself, I notice my mind getting active. It's active most of the time, but sometimes I give it credence and other times I don't. And today it was louder and not making me feel very good. And then I caught myself going, oh, wait, this is just mind stuff. This is just mind stuff. And when I checked in with how my heart was feeling, my heart was very neutral around the subject. It almost had like this kind of loving smile that I felt from it. And I had to make that journey, several times over the course of the morning. And that pattern is still there a little bit, but it's much lighter and at ease. So there's a lot of power available to you when you drop down into this heart space. A lot of power, a lot of wisdom. It's where we connect with our source. There we go. Okay. How are you feeling today? Let me know in the comments. Let me know how you're feeling. How is your heart today? How is your heart today? And how do you want your heart to feel? Do you even know? Sometimes we don't even know what that feels like. Yesterday, I do a podcast every week with a wonderful group of women and friends who are all over the world, and we were talking about unconditional love and some of our earlier experience in life that wounded our heart and how we carry those wounds with us. But over the years, we've met people and found tools and ways for us to make that connection again and restore that connection for ourselves. So how do you do that for yourself? I'd love to know how your heart is feeling and how you would like your heart to be feeling. Some of us don't even have a reference for what that state of unconditional love feels like. So it might feel like a stretch, but if you knew what that would be, how would that feel, right? Because there's that place inside of us that always knows. And maybe we can't make that jump from like 0 to 60, for example, but we could make that leap from 0 to 2. And that's enough of a shift to have a profound effect in your life. Okay, sometimes we think we have to go from here to the top of the mountain, But it's not so. We get to the mountain one step at a time. And every little fine-tuning adjustment or shift that you make in your awareness and your thinking and your feeling and your being has a profound ripple effect in your life and the world around you. So if you don't know what that feels like and how you really want your heart to feel, maybe you have an idea, but you haven't connected with the feeling. Maybe that's where we might journey today. I don't know, but I have a feeling. But if you don't know what that feels like, ask the question of yourself. If I knew what that would feel like, how would that be? If I knew what that felt like, how would that feel? How would that be? And see what happens. See where you go, right? As you're asking yourself this question, I can track you, right? You're going out into the field, into the universal mind, seeking that information, right? You're broadcasting that question. And last week, I believe it was last week, I did this session, Are You Listening? And you can begin to listen for the answer. And the answer will show up in any number of ways that is most useful for you to connect with it. But the key is paying attention to the answers when they arrive. Okay, so I invite you to go back and listen to that session from last week. It's on my YouTube channel, so remember to like, subscribe, and share. Gotta say that, gotta plug it. And I also want to, before we dive in, to invite you. I'm so excited for this, you guys. I've been talking about this for months, and it's finally here. So you may not know that I have a nonprofit organization called Double the Love Foundation, and its mission is to provide sonic and holistic care for those in need. And this month, Double the Love Foundation is launching its online community clinic. So this is a space for everyone to come. The cost to price is sliding scale, so you're free to donate what you can, starting at $11 up to $111. And it's available for people to come once a month. The vision is to invite different healing practitioners once a month to share their gifts with you. And the first month I will be leading the session, and I'm offering sonic acupuncture. It's going to be different than what you might be used to here if you've been joining me every Tuesday. But I do invite you to join me. I will put the link in the description at the end for you to explore and register and share. And if you can't make it live, know that the replays will be available for a limited time. And as I said at the beginning, the replay can have just as profound effect as if you are there live, although I encourage you to be there in person, because you'll have a chance to engage, interact, reflect, and share your experiences at the end and ask questions. So I'm very excited to announce my online community clinic to you, and I hope to see you there. For those of you who are new to me, I'm 𝙤𝙤𝙀. I am a licensed acupuncturist, sound healer, and clairvoyant, and I have been helping people for over 22 years harmonize the nature of oneself, awakening your body's intelligence to restore vibrational health and well-being in all areas of your life. So welcome, and let's dive in. Let's dive in. Okay, get this going for ya. And is it going in? Not yet. There we are. Okay, you guys can see my screen? Let me know. Okay, let me get comfortable so I can draw for you. Let's see what we have today. I see a man just standing like by himself waiting. I just see a man alone standing. Ah, okay. Of course, it's going to be about the heart today, right? And I just feel his heart is broken. His heart is broken. And he's like looking out over the sea. I see him now standing by the ocean, by the seaside, and he's looking out over the sea. This is actually, hi Denise, this is actually reminding me of a story. I don't know if you've ever been to the Coral Castle down here in southern Florida, south of Miami. So it's an amazing story of this Lithuanian man who built, they don't even know how he built it. They did a whole thing on this on Ancient Aliens. And they think maybe they actually use sound to levitate these huge rocks. No one knows how he did it, to create this place called Coral Castle, which is an homage to the love of his life. And they never, reunited, but it's a really sad story. But the place is really amazing. And I had the opportunity to go there several years ago, and it's really special. So if you ever have a chance to do that, but it almost reminds me of that, like the beloved, this long lost love or broken heart, and the person that this man is longing for, he's just gazing out across the sea. And apparently he was very knowledgeable. The man, I can't remember his name now, the man who built the Coral Castle, he was knowledgeable in the ways of the Egyptian mystery schools. And if you go, you can feel the difference when you enter the space. It's wild. Okay, let's see what else these lines have to say. There is a childhood love. A childhood love. It feels like as a child, when your heart is pure and it's, vibrant and stuff. It's before the wounds occurred, before the wounds, before the heartbreak. And I'm feeling loss, and I actually wrote about this recently. I'm feeling the loss of this man that I'm seeing who's gazing across the water. And it doesn't feel like he can connect with her. And as he's sitting there contemplating this love of his, that, he feels the pain in his heart, he begins to remember all the beautiful times that they spent together. And his heart starts to well up again with that love he's feeling inside. And he begins to laugh and even cry through his laughter of some of the really fun times they had together. And as he's by the seaside, I see him sitting down now, and a bird flies overhead and a feather drops from the sky and lands right in front of him. And he knew it was a message from his beloved. I feel like in this story that I'm getting through this drawing that she actually may have even passed away, because I don't feel like there's someone else on the other side of the sea. I think he's there to remember her and what he carried in his heart as far as the love he has for her. And he knew that feather was a message, and that it was her speaking to him, and that she is always with him. Okay. Now, this is actually something that I wrote about a few days ago in the email. And while I'm sharing the story, you're welcome to share what you see in the drawing. I always love to hear your reflections. Here it is, a little bigger, is that the message that came through, 𝙤𝙤𝙀𝙤𝙀, thank you for putting that up, doing the research. Yes, he was a little guy too. I mean, he was like 5'1", just this little guy. But where he slept, I actually took a photo. He had all his tools in his little workshop, and he slept there, and it was so sad to be there. But yeah, check it out if you have a chance. But one of the messages that's been repeatedly coming through this week is that if you feel heartbroken, or if you're missing someone, or someone passed away, or someone had left, that love that you felt was always within you. And being in the aura of that person just awakened that light that you already carried. And that love never, ever leaves you. It's always been you, and it always will be you. And I've had that experience many times after going through some serious traumatic losses in my life. And I remember I was receiving a healing treatment with someone laying on the biomat, receiving crystal tuning forks and all of the bowls, the whole shebang. And I remember I saw myself at the center, and all the people that I had loved and who had gone, whether they were in my life and just not in my life, or had passed away, were still connected to me. And I realized that they were always with me and always a part of me. And this message came up again this week. And so just remember that light, we are all one. That light is always with you. And even though the physical presence might not be there and the weight of them might not be there, the imprint of that is forever imprinted upon the waters of your being and your soul. And that presence awakens you to your own light and your own love. And just in, connecting with your love for them, like this man is doing, is another way to connect, in that moment, in the now, with the presence of the one who is passed. And they always hear you, they always hear you. So this might be a time to connect with loved ones who are no longer with us and see what messages you receive. Maybe you'll get an animal messenger. Maybe you'll get a bell ringing. Maybe you'll catch a whiff of the perfume your grandmother used to wear. Whatever it might be, know that they are now transformed into light, pure light, with no physical density, and the connection is still available to you. And why don't we just take a moment, because this is also a really beautiful way, love at first sight chaos on their journey. Yes. So let's just connect with this breath, and it's a really beautiful way to also create heart coherence, which will organize your field, your energetic signature, your field, into one of flow and harmony. So the simplest way is just to put one or both hands over the heart, over the center of the chest. Inhaling. So you can feel your chest rise and fall beneath your hands. Beautiful. Now let's slow down the breath a little bit and make our exhales longer than the inhales. This has a really powerful, beneficial effect on the vagus nerve and your vagal response. So it'll help your body regulate itself and get back into balance. But there's no effort on the exhale. It's just a release of the breath. There you go. And then allow the breath to come in through the center of the heart. So it's almost as if the heart is breathing you. There you go. And then just release the breath longer than the inhale. Beautiful. Do this a couple of more times in your own rhythm while I play the bowl. Allowing the breath to fill you up on the inside and to release fully and return it to the light on the outside. There you go. Now you've just began to tap into the state of coherence. Just feel how you feel here. Notice how your body feels, how your breath moves through. There you go. Allow that inhale to come with no resistance. On that next inhale, see if you can find that next inhale where there's complete openness and receptivity to that breath. There you go. Yes. And the same thing, there's no resistance on releasing the breath. There's just an openness to the release as well. It's just passing through. Your life force is passing through you with each inhale. There you go. And exhale. Yes, now you got it. Feel how it feels from here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, now I have tears welling up in my eyes for some reason. There's something very emotional present. And it will bring things up. It's cleansing and clearing in a gentle way. There you go. Beautiful. Now from this place, bring to mind a memory of love. Let's connect with the loved ones who've come before us, maybe who are no longer present or no longer present in our lives in one form or another. Remember the good times. Yes. Okay, so now feel how the body feels. Notice how your vibration shifted immediately. I felt you all just rise up and elevate that light quotient. Yes. Oh my God, it's amazing to feel you all there. Feel how it feels. See if you can also connect to the group consciousness, raising that vibration, because we're doing this together. Yes. Yes. Beautiful. And then just bring yourself back to that beautiful space of reverie, of connection, of love. Allow the breath to now breathe from this place. Feel that connection, feel that love as you reflect on those beautiful times with your loved one. Yes. There you go. And then allow the breath to come in from this place. Breathe from this vibration. There you go. Yes, that love is yours. Can you feel that? That love is yours. That love is you. That's you. And it's always been there. And the beautiful thing about coming together with others and being, in a community or connection with another's aura and their light and their heart is it awakens that light that was already present within you. Now, you might not have access to it all the time. And you don't need to have access to it all the time. Sometimes we're like, oh, I don't feel this, the same way when they're not here. But you don't need to feel that way all the time. You don't need to feel that way all the time. It's always available to you, though, in this way when you connect through the heart. This is where we connect with everything, the portal to everything. Oh, beautiful. I'm seeing flowers, like yellow flowers, like almost like yellow daisies coming up, like a field of yellow flowers. And now someone handing someone a bouquet of flowers. I'm seeing someone, at the moment that they were proposed to by their beloved. All these beautiful memories are coming in from the field. Baby being born. Oh, wow. My eyes are welling up, seeing and feeling all of this with you. And when we do this every day, just imagine what your life would be like every day. Imagine what the world would be like every day if we just took a few moments to connect here and drop into the heart and feel that feeling of love that you carry within you all the time, eternally. The world, imagine what the world would be like. Imagine what your world would be like. And you begin to vibrate at that frequency more and more and more. Right? What happens was, oh, okay, now I'm done connecting, and then we go back to our baseline. But what if we could maintain this place? What if we just hold the intention lightly that I'm going to carry this energy with me throughout the day? How would that affect your day? How would that affect the people and influence the energy of the people around you? Yes. Okay, so this is always available to you. Always available to you. Okay. So I invite you now, as the sound is kind of coming to a close and today's session is coming to a close, not to let your vibration drop back down, but to leave, to go out and about in your day, through your day from here. Take it with you. It's always there. Take it with you. Imagine there's like a zipper from your throat down your sternum, and you just unzip this zipper here, and that light of your love in your heart is shining through, and it's beaming on everyone that it touches throughout the day. Okay, now you could close that up if you want to. You can close that up if you want to. But let's just practice this for a moment together in this container, in this space. Okay, see that? Yes. And we're just going to unzip that down and notice how it feels as we unzip our heart light. So we let it shine just all the way down to the sternum. Notice how it feels. It feels powerful, right? It feels powerful. Okay. Now, most of us walk around, our daily life with this closed off. Some closed off for a lifetime, or lifetimes even, right? But the world, the cosmos, the universe, your soul is asking you to shine. This time is about shining and awakening your heart and living from this place. And all the things that are happening in the world today are inviting you to step into that, because anything that's not in resonance with that frequency is being dismantled, is disintegrating before your very eyes. Just look around. It's the disintegration of structures and paradigms that are no longer in harmony with where we're going as consciousness, with where we're going as humanity. And every one of you who steps up to do this work for yourself and to be courageous and live from the heart, you are fulfilling your role and purpose in activating and awakening this light within the grid of consciousness for the evolution of humanity. Okay? So there is power in this for you. Again, I feel the emotion coming up through my eyes. Okay, so it's like Superman with his logo emblazoned on his chest. Your logo is emblazoned on your heart, and I invite you to go out there and show that to the world. Let your heart shine. Yes. All the things that were blocking that are old stories, traumas, self-concept, all the things we put in the mindscape that block us from this light that's always shining through us. It's the shadow self. But this light is much stronger. It's much stronger. Okay, dear ones. So go out into the world today and every day. Connect with your heart. Connect with your light. Open up that zipper and let your light shine through. It's a place for you to connect with your loved ones as well. And remember, everything that you feel is already present within you. It's all you. It's always been you. It's always available to you. And remember to join me on Sunday, February 19th at 11 a.m. Eastern Time, 8 a.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. UK, for my first online community clinic, where we're going to have a lot of beautiful shining lights and hearts coming together for sonic acupuncture session, hosted by Double the Love Foundation, my nonprofit. I hope you can be there and join me. And I'd love to hear from you and how this journey is and how you notice your day unfold as you let your heart lead the way. And I thank you so much for coming together with me to harmonize the nature of oneself. Blessings.